Namaste students. First Shravetya, I, JV and Dr. Chandrakala, Assistant Professor, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the mitochondria. Mito means a thread and a chondria means a granule. That are thread-like granules or a granular structure of the erythrocytic cells. Okay. These may be assumed rod-like shape for chondrosomes, and which are large aggregates to form a massive spheroidal bodies called the chondrospheres. Okay, these are not present in a bacterial cell. Mitochondria are the powerhouse which are by oxidation release the energy containing in the fuel molecules. Okay, so all the spheric nutrient or make it other form of a chemical reactions or chemical energy. The main function of the mitochondria is the oxidative phosphorylation, which is an exotic reaction, mainly releasing of the energy in a prokaryotic oxidation of the organic material and is carried out by the plasma membrane enzyme. So here the morphological of the mitochondria may be followed by the filament or a small granules that may be assumed as a rod-like shape called the mitochondriosomes, which may be enlarged or aggregated to form a massive spheroid bodies called mitochondria. The morphology of the mitochondria. Here the position of the mitochondria lies freely on a cytoplasm, possessing the power of independent movement and may take the form of a filament. In some cells, they move freely, carrying the ATP with where needed, but in the other, they located permanently near the region of a cell where more energy is needed. Okay, so here the number of mitochondria varies a good deal with the cell to cell and from a species to species. The larger the growing dividingly actively synthesize the cell content more mitochondria than other cells. The average size of a mitochondria is 0.5 to 1 micro in diameter and about 2 to 8 micro in the length. The exocrine cells of the mammalian pancreas, they may be about 10 micro long and in the oocytes of the amphibian. Here, the ultrastructure of a membrane, both the inner and the outer mitochondria membrane resembles the plasma membrane in a molecular structure, each of them in a 60 to 70 angstrom. So here, both of the outer and the inner membrane contain specific pumps or channels for the transport of the molecules through them. So the outer and the inner membrane are separated from each other by a narrow space called the intermembrane space or the outer chamber of a peri. So here the outer membrane is a smooth membrane to the most small molecules having the transmembrane channels formed by the protein porins. Okay, it consists of 50 to 50% of the lipid, including large amount of cholesterol. The inner membrane is selectively the membrane regulates the movement of a material into and out of a mitochondria. It is rich in the enzyme carrier protein permease. Okay, so the matrix space between the crystallini as for the inner chamber is filled with a gel-like material called the mitochondrial matrix, and it contains the protein, lipids, and some ribosomes and RNA. So the space between the systemi are called the inner chambers. Is filled with the gel-like materials termed as the mitochondrial matrix, and the content of the protein, lipids, and some ribosomes and the RNA are one or two DNA molecules and certain fibrils or the crystal and the dense granules. And the systemi, the inner mitochondrial membrane bears the plate-like enfoldings for the systemi. They extend inward to vary the degree and may fuse with those from the opposite side. Dividing the mitochondrial into the compartment, they are arranged in Cisternae are the laminar and emphysema and in our muscle cisternae are thick. So here the cisternae greatly increase the inner surface of the mitochondria to provide enough space for the housing enzymes resembles the cisternae also allow for the expansion and swelling of the mitochondria under different metabolic and environmental conditions. Oxygens, the inner mitochondrial membrane bears the minute regular space of a particle known as the inner membrane subunit of the elementary particles or a oxygen. An oxygen consists of three parts that is the round head piece that is F1 subunit joined by a stroke to a base piece or a F0 subunit located in the inner membrane. Thank you. This session is powered